Welcome to your Movement by Design hips, knees, and ankles routine. We begin with the neutral spine, hip hinge. This is assisted by a set of dowels. You can also use a chair, a table, or something sturdy to place your hands upon. Since this is a warm-up movement, you'll notice a nice light to moderate stretch upon the backs of the thighs, the hamstrings, as you hinge forward. Glutes contract as you raise up. Keep a soft bend in the knees. Next, this is a standing knee kick where your knee joint is the moving joint. Depending on how high your leg is, that will increase or decrease the intensity. The lower the leg is, the less intense. The higher the leg, the more intense. Keep the movement smooth and in control. Here, the entire leg moves up and down from the hip socket with the knee staying straight. As we begin the hip internal and external rotation, keep your knee bent at about 90 degrees. The movement is smooth, just like the tick-tock of a clock, being rhythmic and in tempo. This is a simple side view of that same exercise. Notice the 90-degree knee position, however you work to a pain-free range of motion. The leg kick to the side is great for lateral stability and moving the hip joint in multiple planes of movement. This is where you kick your leg out without raising the pelvis too high and bringing that moving leg into the standing leg. With this straight leg hip rotation, this is a side view. Up next, we'll showcase a forward view. Do you see how the foot rotates inward and outward from the hip socket as though the leg is one straight unit? With the leg swings, this is a tempo, rhythmic movement, showcasing hip flexion and extension. Go to your tempo and your ability. Limit your range of motion at first and learn to develop what your full range of motion is at this time. Similar to the leg kickouts, this movement crosses over the midline of your body. You still have a smooth tempo and limit your range of motion until you become accustomed to what you can perform. Isolating just the kickback here, we're still trying to perform this movement with a straight knee and more so affecting the backwards movement of what your hip and leg can do. In that same position, focus on just a knee movement or a knee bend where you feel the hamstring or the back of the thigh contract. Keep it smooth and in rhythm. We go back to a 90-degree knee position, raised leg, performing foot circles. Very similar to your foot circles position that you just performed, this is a simple point down and point up, feeling the movement occur at the ankle joint, in the front of the lower leg, which is your shin, and the calf. With this movement, your body should be warmed up quite well. Assisted functional squats are a great way to get blood flow and that rubber band effect or shock absorber effect of what your muscles can perform. This is exactly like the previous assisted functional squat. However, this movement utilizes dynamic stability, which means you become stable with movement. Here's a front view. Notice the squat is the most functional movement performed throughout your day. The knees stay in line with the hips and the ankles, just like a railroad track and a train. Everything stays in the same track. Keep the movement smooth and in control.